Hey, how's it going? Welcome to News Act, Monday, 8th November 2021. We're looking from the papers. First, the New York Times picture of Afghanistan in August. Remember that? This is a big puff piece about the Marines trying to get out and bring people with them, yada yada yada. America, fuck yeah, type of thing. On the right, 8 people dead in Houston over the weekend. The concert, sorry to hear that, RIP. New York City Marathon, COVID. New York Times International Edition, picture of protest from the COP26. Picture of a young girl with a sign that says, just say no to the psycho, right-wing, capitalist, fascist, industrial debt machine. Fair play, clearly far more educated than most adults in the world. Wall Street Journal, New York City Marathon. Elon Musk managing to grab headlines by selling stock because his Twitter bros told him to. Okay. USA Today, veterans, vaccines. Story about the Oath Keepers, who are of course a far-right militia organisation composed of current and former military and police who claim to be defending the Constitution of the United States. Someone leaked a list of them all. There's 38,000 of them instead of 5,000 as previously thought. This headline says police trainers in the Oath Keepers, which is not surprising, but I think the point is that they're slightly senior police. New York Post, men in tights, ending of school mask mandates by Eric Adams. Daily News, triggered at school. Jesus Christ, that's talking about kids literally bringing guns to school because they're afraid for one reason or another. Toronto Sun, popping bottles because the pandemic's over and poppies on the front, love to see it. Grandma from Cuba, picture there from the glorious Russian Revolution in 1917. The anniversary was yesterday when our boy Vladimir Ilyich Lenin overthrew the provisional government of Alexander Kerensky. Thanks, mate. Down the bottom, quote from Fidel: the principle that the people nominate and choose is what places us first among the democratic countries of the world. Yes, correct. Thank you, Fidel. Start South Africa. Voting coalition stuff. Beside that, Oscar Pistorius, remember him? Now eligible for parole. Looks like he caught a bad dose of the COVID in jail. Sorry to see that. Jerusalem Post, IDF set for extensive increase in firepower. Yeah, wonder who they're pointing the guns at this time. Tehran Times, nuclear talks. Underneath that, Iranian foreign minister inquires about the Iraqi prime minister's health. Someone tried to kill the Iraqi prime minister yesterday with an explosive-laden drone in the early hours of Sunday at his home in the Green Zone of Baghdad. A lot of Western media are saying it was probably Hezbollah, backed by Iran, but no group has actually taken responsibility. And as you can see there, Tehran are saying they rang up to check on him, see was he alright, send their good wishes and that, so I presume it wasn't them. The Hindu, pounding rain keeps Chennai alert, 48 hours of rain on the way. The Australian, there's Meghan on the front, royal row, don't know why she's there, but probably not for being related to Prince Andrew, who's still wanted for questioning regarding his relationship with paedophile billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, RIP. Down here, diggers on drugs, 200 get the boot. Diggers is what they call soldiers in Australia. 200 of them been kicked out of the army, pretty hypocritical considering that most major wars throughout history have been fought by people on drugs. Global Times, top right, Chinese team won the League of Legends final, congratulations. Down here, a picture of the Chinese taikonaut Wang Yaoping making history by being the first female taikonaut to make a spacewalk, so well done. Beside that, cold wave suits 90% of China, winter on the way. Irish Examiner, fears of EU-UK trade war, more on that in a sec. Football, tennis, rugby. Irish Times, explosion in Sierra Leone of a tanker, 100 people dead. Corona, crack cocaine. Irish Independent, why always being positive might not be good for you, because too many positive ions build up in your body, not being negated by the negative ions, and then give you all sorts of mad diseases and stuff. Everybody knows that. Vaccine, booster jabs, baby in a cup. Irish Daily Mail, electricity bills, booster jabs, human interest. Irish Sun, football, celebs, true crime. The Herald, football, celebs, hospitals up shit creek because of COVID again. Belfast Telegraph, picture of Lyra McKee. She was a journalist who was shot dead by the new IRA a few years ago. There's now a documentary coming out about her. Poppy on the front of the Belfast Telegraph now, love to see that. Down here, protocol opposition escalates, so another bus has been set on fire in Newton Abbey last night. And it says here, unionists can no longer back the Good Friday deal. Now, when they say unionists, they're referring to the Progressive Unionist Party, which is a minor unionist party, led by a man who was a commander in the Ulster Volunteer Force, a far-right paramilitary organisation from back in the day who killed shitloads of innocent people. Anyway, his name's Billy Hutchinson, and he came out and he said that he's committed to the peace in North of Ireland, but not the political process. Now, whatever the fuck that means, are they committed to peace by violent means? I don't know, but he's calling for lots of stuff. One of them being the restoration of Article 6 of the 1800 Acts of Union. So the Acts of Union was what created the Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, okay, unified the two of them into one glorious union. And Article 6 specifically stated, His Majesty's subjects of Ireland shall have the same privileges and be on the same footing as His Majesty's subjects of Great Britain. So clearly the union is coming out and saying that we're not being treated well and we're now in the minority and we're second-class citizens, yada yada. A lot of people, me included, think that these actions, the bus burnings, are being orchestrated to give the Tory government grounds to basically collapse the entire Brexit deal and trigger Article 16 and say the whole thing is off and they can go back to no deal and renegotiate from the bottom with the EU. Because unionists in general, a survey was done, only 1 in 8 unionists actually cares about the protocol and thinks that it has any effect on them. So people just don't care. It's pure politic. And the Scotsman, rugby, picture COP26, some lads out blessing a forest, fair play. Daily Record, poppies on the front, football, more UVF story. This lad was abusing children and then threatening them with his UVF shrine, the Ulster Volunteer Force. basically saying that he knew people in the UVF, and if you messed him, he'd have them killed, stuff like that. Pretty crazy. Financial Times, there's the Iraqi Prime Minister, still alive, inshallah. Down the bottom, Vatican to lose £100 million of donations on sale of UK building, boo-hoo. Guardian, Big Bird, latest lightning rod, exactly, in the culture wars. Big Bird riles Conservatives with COVID jab. I think they were encouraging kids to get jabs. Beside that, going to stop ministers having 2 jobs, apparently. The Times, sleaze row, Downing Street, people in a car. The Independent, 4 stories on the top. Tory Commons row, racism, housing, football. There's Boris celebrating Diwali with Priti Patel in London. Daily Tory got Boris in London again. UK ready to scrap the Northern Ireland Protocol's custom laws. Yeah, they're probably going to trigger that this week. Let's see how it goes. Down the bottom, Nick Timothy, climate change must remain a political issue and must be debated. Now, when I heard that, I thought, he's saying we should still debate whether or not climate change is real, but he's not saying that. He's saying we should debate what we do about it, or if we do anything at all. And basically he harps on about how much it's all going to cost. Can the normal man afford it? That type of thing. No, the normal man can't afford it. That's why we need to pay for it with the magic money machine. Money printer, go burr, easy. Daily Express, poppies on the front. Brexit trade war. Interesting way of wording it here in the Express. They said Brussels is considering the nuclear option of ditching the border arrangement if Britain triggers Article 16. I've had to take a drink of water so that didn't pop out of my throat there, but it's Britain who are considering the nuclear option. They're the ones ready to collapse the deal, not Brussels. Daily Mirror, celebs, shark attack, some lad got killed by a shark in Australia, RIP. Tory sleaze row, Daily Mail, microplastics, lad who got killed by a shark, RIP. Metro, poppies on the front, celebs. Storm in a sleaze cup, that's the Daily Tory thing. Daily Star, cheers, it's a white Christmas. They're talking about wine. There'll be enough wine for Christmas to keep the population subdued, so they won't go out and revolt in the street because the Brexit deal got collapsed. There you have it. It's a light bit of a long one today, but what can you do? It's Monday, a lot to get through. If you want to stay off corporate, state media, social media, any of that guff for the day, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.